Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. And after a long weekend break, we are back with the fresh new classes of TOEFL. So, hello, guys. Hi, everyone. And welcome to the class once again. So, guys, we are starting with the TOEFL assessment classes now in the month of September. So, if you are a regular joinee, then you must be, knowing about the joining of classes in the month of August. So, in the previous month, in the last month, we covered the detailed syllabus of TOEFL. Okay, that means I took each and every module in detail and I explained you every question type in detail along with the tips and strategies to be followed. And I also shared few of the sample question along with the responses. So, guys, if you are regular attendee of our classes, then definitely you would be knowing that. If not, then not to worry because all of those videos have been uploaded on our YouTube channel. So, let me tell you very, strictly that Shiksha Study Abroad is the YouTube channel's name, and definitely you can join us every day. Okay, that means Monday and Tuesday. So, as you can see it on your screen right now, just a second, guys. Yes. So, as you can see it on your screen, Shiksha Study Abroad is the name written. So, that is the name of our YouTube channel. So, please subscribe to our YouTube channel because with the help of that, definitely you will be able to access all the videos which have been uploaded live on our YouTube channel. And I would love to see the comments down, right now in the comment section. I would love to see how many people are attending us or from where are you watching us live, because that would help us to track how many people are joining, or maybe what all countries are interested in the TOEFL classes and all of that, right? So yeah, just a second. Okay. Yes, guys, and please register with the help of the link which is given in the description below, because that link would take you directly to our landing page, and we have the calendar ready for you for the month of September as well. So, in case you have missed out any video from the previous months when we started with the daily IELTS classes in June, and then we had assessment classes in July of IELTS. In the same way, we started with the process of TOEFL as well for the daily classes in the month of August, that was previous month. And in this month, we are coming up with the assessment questions and answers. Okay. So what I'll be doing today, in fact, on every Monday and Tuesday, I'll be coming up with the TOEFL class. So you can join us from 5 to 6 p.m. live. You can ask your doubts and queries in the end of the PPT or in the end of the session. All right, and I'll be taking up your problems regarding the TOEFL exam. Any query which you have in your mind, you can comment it down on the comment section. And of course, I'll be solving your problems or the queries regarding TOEFL exam one by one. And before that, we will be looking at the assessment questions in detail. Some of the questions will also carry the answers so that you know that how to respond, how to respond in the TOEFL exam reading questions. Hi Bishal, I'm good. How are you? All right, so Bishal is joining us in September as well. That's great. So, yes, let me start with the classes now. And for today's class, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up few questions of reading, and the other few left questions will be taken care of tomorrow. Okay, so Monday and Tuesday this week we are focusing on the reading module. Okay, and some of the questions you might have seen in the previous PPTs, or maybe somewhere you would have read in the other sites, because the thing is that I'm going to explain you the question. I'm not going to explain you the question type in detail, but what I'm going to do is I am going to give you the question and I'm going to show you the answers, that how do you actually respond, or what kind of questions you'll encounter in your TOEFL exam. All right, so enough of information about the TOEFL. And of course, if you do not know the latest change which had come up in the last to last month, that is July, then please refer to my previous videos where you can actually access and get the information about the latest TOEFL syllabus change which has come up. Okay, all right, guys. So we are starting with the first question of the day, that is negative factual information question. Now, if you remember from the past, I had explained you in detail what does factual and negative factual information question mean. So if you do not know that, then definitely please refer to the videos before these videos. And in case you know the answer, then I would love to see the responses from your side. And please comment it down on the comment section. What do you understand or what do you remember by the negative factual questions, which I explained you myself in my previous videos. So let me see how many of you actually give the correct answer in the comment section right now, guys. And along with that, please try to concentrate on the PPT as well, because I am going to show you the question, what does negative factual information question actually looks like. So the question, you can see it in front of you right now. The question says all of the following are mentioned in paragraph 4. So guys, there will be several, paragraphs and passages given to you, out of which you will have to take out the information. Okay, and you will have to correct, or you will have to select, in fact, rather than correct, you will have to select one option correct out of the 4 and 5 options given to you. So the question says all of the following are mentioned in paragraph 4 as a viewpoint to state the natural selection is difficult to prove except. So guys, always remember negative factual questions will carry certain highlighted or bolded words like except, or it might carry something like a negative word like no or not. So with the help of those words, you will be able to recognize that, okay, I am going to encounter a negative factual question now, and I am going to solve this question. How will you recognize? Because of these kind of words, except, or not, no, these kind of negative words will be present. So there are again then 4 options given to you. Out of these 4 bullet points, you will have to select one correct answer. So this is how your negative factual answer goes on. And guys, for some questions, I have also given the answers for you. For example, this particular question has the answer in slide number 3. So D is the correct answer. You can always read the explanation. How did we actually derive the answer, or how did the explanation go as per the passage, right? And this you can come to know after you have looked at my or watched my previous videos on Shiksha Study Abroad YouTube channel, where we have uploaded all the videos regarding the TOEFL exam. Now guys, I am taking you to, this is another sample question of negative factual information question. So there is a paragraph, then there is a question. Again, the word except is here, you can see here. So you recognize that, okay, this is negative factual. And then there are 4 options. Again, in the same way, you'll have to find out one correct answer. Now, again, for this question also, I have given you the answer here. Now I'll take you to another set of questions which you will encounter definitely in your TOEFL reading exam, reading module, and that is factual information question. So this is slightly related to your previous question which we just did, that was negative factual question. So what is the difference between factual and negative factual question? Let me see how many of you actually write down the answer. I have not got the answer for previous question as well. That's sad. So I'm assuming that you have not, remembered maybe from the past videos, or maybe you do not know the answer at all. But yes, if you know, then definitely I would like to see the answer down below in the comment section right now. And write down the meaning of difference between factual and negative factual question. So let me see how many of you actually remember it from the previous videos. So guys, for factual information questions, the questions will be based on facts. Please do not assume by yourself any answer, or please do not write any answer by yourself, because every question will have the answer in the passage itself. So every fact or every response or answer which you're looking for, that will be present in the video. Sorry, in the passage. Okay, the reading passage which is given to you in the exam. Alright, so for example, this is the sample passage which I have copy pasted here for you. You can read it out and then you will understand. Let me read the question for you so that you understand how does the factual information question actually sound like. Okay. So, according to the paragraph 5, again, why did Neolithic women were involved in the process of hunting along with men? So, this is the question, okay? And now, which one do you think is the right answer? Leave your explanations to the chosen answer in the comments below, right? So you'll have to write down one option, that means A, B, C, or D, okay? And then you'll have to choose basically one correct option out of the 4 and 5 options. Okay, now that finishes up with the factual information question. That, these questions are quite easy to tackle. There are many other questions which are difficult, but this is one of the easiest questions. Why? Because it's very easy to recognize this kind of question, right? It will basically ask you the facts, and it will ask you the questions like what, why, where, like this. So again, we understand by how, why, and where. We understand these question words will take us to the facts which are present in the passage. Hence it is factual information question. Okay, so Vishal has commented it down. Negative factual equals to accept question. Okay, that's correct. So that is kind of a recognition word, or the word because of which you can recognize that it's negative factual. And Vishal, what is the meaning of factual questions? Although I have already told you much about it, but I would like to see the meaning coming out of you. Let me see if you write down the correct meaning. Okay, guys, so I am moving on further with another set of questions which you will encounter definitely in your reading module of the TOEFL exam. And this question is known as inference questions. So guys, if you remember from the previous videos when I was taking the reading module in detail for the TOEFL exam, I gave you the meaning of inference word, okay, the word inference. And because of that word only you will understand what is this kind of question. So inference meant what? Let me see if you know the meaning of inference, then please comment it down on the comment section and I will read out your answer, your response, and I will also take up your name. So that will be a highlight if you give the correct answer, that will be a very nice thing. Even if you get the wrong answer, that's not an issue. You are here to learn, right? So let me see how many of you actually write down or comment down the correct meaning of negative factual questions. All right, guys. So I am going to show you the sample question for now. I'm not telling you the meaning. I'm relying for the meaning on you. Okay. So I'm waiting for the meaning. Right. So this is a sample passage, guys. And the question looks like something like this. So this question is again very easy to recognize. How? Let's see that. Which of the following can be inferred about Melville's poetry? So where Melville's poetry was something which was being talked about in the passage, okay, in this passage. And then they are asking which of the following can be inferred. That means what? You have to write down the meaning. I'm again waiting, okay? So guys, you will have to basically choose again one option out of the 4. And there are certain stages, there are certain tips which you have to apply for these kind of questions as well. So in my previous videos, I have also given you a lot of strategies, a lot of essential, crucial tips which you can actually follow and gain a lot of high score in this kind of question or in any other kind of question for that matter. So please refer to our previous videos which have been uploaded on the YouTube channel. All right, so I do not see any response yet. I am going to tell you the meaning myself now. So inference questions basically are those questions in which you actually guess the answer before you actually come to the correct one. Okay, so that means you can imply the answer, or you can guess the response by looking at the question or by reading the passage that okay, the question's answer can be this, right, or the answer might be this. So this is what is inference questions. Now, I have also given you the steps. So these steps I provided you in the previous classes as well. In case you have missed it out, you can read it from here. So first you identify, then you summarize, then you compare the answers which you inferred or which you guessed and the answers which are given in the passage, which are correct. So you can actually compare how close were you, or were you correct, or were you wrong. So this is how you can actually come to the conclusion with the correct answer. So third step is compare, and then it did not yield a significant profit for Millwheel, and it was Millwheel's only possible way of making money. So this, questions answer has been divided into five, or you can say four different steps, and these steps have to be, followed by you for every inference question. All right. So now I'm taking you to another set of question, which is not very difficult, not very easy, but yes, somewhere in between. And these kind of questions are known as rhetorical purpose questions. Now, these questions might be easy for you to identify, but sometimes it becomes difficult for you to find the correct answer, or for you to come to the closest answer which is correct. So again, there are few tips. Please refer to the previous videos for those tips so that you can excel in your reading exam. Now again, in front of you right now, we have a sample passage. And after that passage, there is a question. So guys, I am going to read out the question aloud for all of you. Question says in paragraph 4, what was the author's purpose of including a quote that the belief that the complexity of the human eye could have been formed by natural selection seems highly unlikely. Now, this question might look long to you, but it's quite easy to translate it into several things, and make it easy for you to understand basically. So in these kind of questions where you find long sentences, you can actually break down. Okay, you can actually break down the sentences into maybe two or three clauses, or two or three halves, and then you can actually understand the meaning of this kind of question. In fact, in any other question type, if there is a long question, please break it into several parts so that it's easy for you to formulate the answer. Now, again, in these kind of questions, you can understand. Let's read the first line of the question again to understand it fully. What was the author's purpose, right? And the question's name is rhetorical purpose. So basically, you'll have to find in this kind of question what is the purpose of the author, or what is the purpose of the speaker, which the speaker is talking about. That means whatever topic is being talked about, what is the purpose of saying those things in the passage, okay, which you're reading. So basically, you'll have to find out the purpose, the reason behind why they said certain things, and then you'll again have to choose one correct answer out of the four options. So this is how your rhetorical purpose question looks like or sounds like. Now, again, I have given you the answer. So when you get time, please try to rewatch the video so that you understand these types of questions better. And you'll realize that how easy it becomes once you actually start practicing by looking at such questions and also implementing them in your practice sessions. Right. So now, guys, we are coming up to the last question of the day. I know, the class is going to be short. Why? Because these classes will only carry the assessment questions and answers, and then we'll have a lot of time for your doubt clearing session. So I want to keep, a bunch of time for your question and answers so that we can actually, revise certain things, or if you want to clear any doubts, then definitely you can do that in that time. Okay, so now reading vocabulary questions. Now, guys, as this question is very, very self explanatory, there is no need of explanation in this. But again, I'm going to tell you the summary of it in case you have, missed out on the previous videos. So, this kind of information is basically for newcomers or the new joinees who are joining us today for the first time. So reading vocabulary, that means you'll have to, extend, or you'll have to put up your vocabulary in such a way that you understand certain words in the passage which are given to you. For example, right now we have a paragraph in front of us, and the word which has been bolded out here, that is remnants. Now, this word remnants you might have heard in your past, or you might have read it somewhere. You might have, listened to it somewhere in the movies, or maybe in the, in some lecture. But the meaning of this word might be different in, this passage. That means the meaning or the significance which is coming out of this word might be different from what actually you heard before in the past, right? So please always, for this particular question, there is a very big tip. always read the full sentence. In fact, read the whole passage, or maybe one line before and one line after. At least read 3 lines to 4 lines total in and around that word, because that will give you a fine idea of what is the usage of this particular word, or what is the actual significance of this word which has been used here in the passage. So remnants after reading the whole line, or maybe one line till after, you will actually come with the meaning, or you will actually realize that wow, there is so much difference between what I actually know the meaning of the word and what it actually has been used as. For example, there is a word here which they are asking for. The question is, the word unequivocal in the passage is closest in meaning to what? So unequivocal, again, it's quite self-explanatory word, but it might be confusing for some of the people. So please read out the passage in detail. I would suggest that. And then there will be, around 4 options given to you, again, out of which you'll have to choose one option, and you'll have to say which word is the closest to this particular word unequivocal, which has been used in the paragraph, right? So then you will come to know about the answer after you have read the passage, and you will select one option as the correct answer. All right, guys. So that was all from my side. But yes, as promised, I am going to take up all of your doubts. So if you have any queries in mind regarding your TOEFL exam or any other exam for that matter, then definitely you should register with us with the help of the link which is given below, because that with the help of that link you can also reach out to our expert counseling team, and that counseling team gives free of cost counseling, so definitely you do not have to pay anything. And guys, now I'm waiting for your questions, so if you have any doubts and queries, please put it on the comment section right below the video. And also do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because as I told you, we are coming up with these beautiful TOEFL classes from on Monday and Tuesday, as you can see it on your screen, from 5 to 6 p.m. And definitely if you're serious for TOEFL, then I'm sure nobody would be willing to lose on these classes, because these are just absolutely free. You do not have to pay anything or something like that. And you can also get in touch with our expert counselors in case you want to gain more knowledge on any exam, particularly IELTS and TOEFL. So definitely somebody would reach out to you and would help you with your queries. But yes, if you have any exam related query or any module related query, I would rather say, then definitely you can ask it here. And also one thing more, guys, I would like to remind all of you, in case you are watching this video not live and after the live session, that is as a recorded video on YouTube, then also you can put up your queries, because we regularly answer our candidates' queries and problems. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. So please do not feel that once the video is over live, then we cannot ask the questions. No, that is not the case. You can ask the question any number of times, and you can watch our useful videos on YouTube regarding IELTS and TOEFL endless number of times. But for that, you will only have to do one thing, that is subscribe to our YouTube channel. And the channel is with the same name, that is, you can see it on your screen as well, Shiksha Study Abroad. And of course, register with us for more such free content with the help of the link which is given below. So the link is just given below this video, guys. That is just below the live video which is going on right now. So as I cannot see any questions so far, in case you want to rewatch the video or rewatch the previous videos which we have uploaded and then come to this video and then ask the questions again, you are welcome to do that. So I am going to wind up this session now, and as I said, please do not forget to subscribe and register with us. I will take up your questions as soon as possible. In fact, we'll get back to you on the same day if you have asked any questions, so please do not hesitate to comment it down on the comment section, and I shall see you with another leftover questions of reading module tomorrow. So tomorrow also, guys, let me give you a heads up that tomorrow also we are going to take up reading module in detail as in the assessment questions and the answers of the leftover questions which we have completed today. So there are in total, 8 to 9 questions in the reading module of TOEFL exam. So today we looked at 5 of them, and tomorrow we are left with 4 of them. So we are going to cover up and learn about the other 4 questions which are left from the reading module. Till then, keep revising your TOEFL classes, and I shall see you soon tomorrow with a fresh new class of TOEFL assessment question and answers. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this live and joining us in today's session. And I hope to see you tomorrow as well. Till then, take care. Bye bye.